A Jmix exclusive.
Hello everyone, it's Jmix here with TupacNation.net. And I present to you the final part of our interview with RIAA, Certified Multi-Platinum Producer, Kurt Kobane. This was a two-parter of this last one, so if you missed part one of the final interview, just look in the left-hand bottom of your screen, and it'll take you right to it. In this portion of the interview, we talk about Kurt's contract at Death Row Records, Wack remixes, and catering a new album to fit Tupac style. Kurt, do you feel that you got a fair deal while working on Death Row Records as a whole?
Yeah. Yes and no. Because the day, like I said, the day I went to the studio, Shake told me to go to the office, get my paperwork right. I got a basic publishing deal. You know what I mean? Production deal, $250,000. Those are basic deals. The terms of the deals, the length of the deals, that's where I didn't negotiate. You know what I mean? Like, I had an incredibly long production deal. But at the time, you got to think about how big this label was, and it didn't seem like it was ever going to end. So it was like, I wouldn't want to leave this situation anyway. So I feel I got a fair deal, and the people who didn't get a fair deal, you got to understand, a lot of these people didn't even understand publishing. I knew about publishing when I came to the label. I knew about studio. You know, you're not in the studio for free. Every day you're in there, you're getting charged. So you can kick it for a month, and guess what? You got $15,000 bill hanging over your head when it comes time for you to get paid. I got royalty checks. A lot of people never even seen a royalty check from Death Row. I have. You know, so, and also, you know, Death Row never had a publishing department. I found that out like in about 2000 when we were trying to get publishing right. And they found out that there's money in limbo because they don't know who to pay it to because nobody did the publishing administration. So when a lot of people complained that they didn't get paid, it wasn't Death Row's fault. It was more their fault for not taking care of the business. And considering at times we wasn't even putting out material, I was still getting a check every month. I was getting advances every month. But I made sure that my advances didn't get out of control. So, like, it was a situation I was well taken care of.
Do you feel that after the success of Until the End of Time and the subsequent fan-perceived failures of remix albums like Loyal to the Game, do you feel that there, at this point, is still a good quality Tupac album left to be made?
Man, hell yeah. But we got to do it. I'm going to tell you right now who got to do it. Me. Hurt him. Me, hurt him bad. Some of the guys that were involved with Me Against the World. And it can't be just because you were involved with it. We got to produce quality material. You know what I'm saying? It can't, like I'm saying myself, we all got to sit down at a table and we got to have somebody that, like the Outlaws. And Outlaws got to be involved with it. We got to sit down and make a real Pac album. Just like I made the MOB and I catered it toward Pac style to the point where he picked that beat out because it was him. We are the people that got to do this album. And we can't make it sound like it was made in 1996 either. We got to bring it up to date. So we got to be good producers now. We just can't rely on the fact that we work with Pac. You understand what I mean? And we will turn out the best Pac album that has ever been put out since Machiavelli or All Eyes on Me, or Me Against the World. And they better have a movie. They better have a movie set because this album is going to bring Pac back to relevance. You know what I mean? Even with the younger crowd who now, because they only heard the bullshit, you got to argue with them that Pac was even good. They be like, oh, man, that dude sucked. You know what I mean? Like, what? But they heard that Eminem album. You know what I'm saying?
Of course I do. A lot of fans didn't like it, and I personally hate it.
Yeah, I mean, they heard that Eminem produced album. The kids was like 12 and, 11 and 14. They never heard the real Pac. They don't even understand what this shit is about. So that's up to y'all, man. Y'all gotta push that. I'm being talked to Hurt 'em Bad about it, real soon. That we gotta push for this. At least give us the opportunity. I mean, Johnny J ain't here no more, so you can't get Johnny J. That was been another person I would say definite. Oh, DJ Quick. Gotta have Quick on the album. Gotta have Rick Clifford, engineer. One of Pac's main engineers that he loved to work with.
I think that's all we want as fans, is a pure album, just a dope album that is not pitched up or tempoed, and I speak for many when I say we just want a pure Pac album.
No changing words, no having them shouting out G-Unit, none of that shit. Using the right vocal, that's another thing. Let me say this real quick. If you didn't know better, Pac laid different verses. Now, he would lay down, say, a lead vocal, then he would do a double. And it might be the same one, but it might be like a word missing in that one. Then he would come back and he'll lay down another one for you to get that word and put it together. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know that shit, you will have the wrong lead vocal as his main lead vocal. If you never worked with him, you don't even know which vocal would be the lead vocal. But if you look at how it's written on the track sheet, you would know, like, okay, he did this one first, did this one second, did this one third. And the third one, you're not really going to use that third one. Or you might use the third one and not use the first one. The first one is a guide. See, like little stuff like that. Only people who fucking work with him know this shit and can use the best vocal. Or where he would say something, highlight it, and he'll want you to break the beat down right here. Like, drop the drums out right here. So this word will stand out. Devontae knew that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got everything you need, and everybody should have some insight into and a different point of view and a different, there's a different story from the same old that everybody keep coming with. And everybody get it, Hurt 'em Bad, you know what I mean? The dude is dope to this day.
Kurt, Tupac Nation, as well as myself, personally thank you for this interview and the opportunity to interview you. Do you have a message for the fans of Tupac Nation?
Man, let's get this. Let's see if we can campaign and get this album, one last great Tupac album with the people that I mentioned, at least given the opportunity to do this album. That's the main thing. Let's keep this Tupac thing going, and don't let it end on the note of that last album, What Loyal to the Game.
Once again, it's Jmix, and I want to thank everybody for viewing my Kurt Cobain interview series. Be sure to follow Kurt Cobain on Instagram, and follow Kurt Cobain on Twitter at Kurt_Cobain and at I-am-Kobane.tumblr.com. Stay tuned, folks. I still have some heavy-hitting interviews coming. We're going to talk more about MOB. We're going to talk more about the internal structure of Death Row Records. And we're going to talk with bigger names. I wanted to thank every viewer and every YouTube subscriber and every single member of Tupac Nation for showing love and supporting the real. I'll see you on the next video, folks. One love.
A Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up.